Hey guys, I never thought I'd say this, but welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so nervous right now. I'm literally so nervous, it's not even funny. Like, I've literally been sitting in front of a camera doing TikToks for the past 4 years. Why am I scared to do it on YouTube? I would never know. But yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been thinking about doing YouTube for a while. A lot of people have brought it to my attention that they want me to do YouTube. So I'm like, do you know what? This year is all about doing the most. And I'm doing the most. And if this flops, I'm deleting everything. And you're never going to see me again. Because I'm scared. I'm scared. My first video will be like a get to know me type thing. Because I've realised like a lot of you that will be coming to the YouTube channel obviously know me from TikTok, but you don't actually know a lot about me. You just know that I do makeup type thing and that I have a baby. There's like a lot more to me. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions and I'm going to answer all of them. Literally all of them. Let's get straight into it, shall we? I've looked through some of the questions already and I'm going to answer like the basic ones straight off the bat. So my name is Becky. Some of you might know me as Bexina. I'm 25. I'll be turning 26 on the 20th of April. I'm a 420 baby. Where am I from? I am from Dalston. Yay. I was born in Homerton Hospital in Hackney, and I've then grown up in Hackney and Islington, like a bit of both my entire life. I've lived around my area my entire life. I've been to school in Islington. I've chilled in Islington and Hackney. So yeah, I'm from Islington and Hackney, I'd say. What made you want to start TikTok? Right, so my little TikTok journey was, at the time, it was like 2021, TikTok was popping. And it was a complete fluke for me. Like, I never went out and intended to like plan to start TikTok, if that makes sense. So what happened was, at the time, Get Ready With Me's were like popping. And they were very boring, very same-ish. Like, no shade to the people that were doing them at the time, but they were really, really boring, the ones that I'd watch, because my For You page was full up of beauty influencers. And I'm like, do you know what? I listen to music getting ready. I do the most when I'm getting ready on Snapchat. It was like in my private story. Anyway, let me just bring it to TikTok, which I did. And my first ever Get Ready With Me went viral. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to carry on doing this. And then now we're here, 4 years later. That was the birth of Get Ready With Me. And yeah, I'm still doing them, guys. Still doing them. And I will be bringing them to YouTube. Favourite food. My favourite food is probably a beef patty or a vegetable samosa. But I do love all food. I'm a food babe. I do love a Turkish. I love a Caribbean. You know, I love a roast. So I do love a lot of food, but if I could eat something every day, it would probably be patties and samosas. You get what I mean? Who's your best friend? My best friends know who they are. I'm not going to say their names on YouTube because I'm not sure if they'd want me to say their names on YouTube. Do you get what I mean? But my friend, they know who they are, and I love you guys. How much do you love me? Girl, go away. I love you this much. No, I'm joking. I love you a lot. Your favourite ex? I don't have a favourite ex. Bun them all. Anyway, how did you find out you was pregnant? Story time. Right. My friend who was pregnant was like to me, you're pregnant? I was like, no, I'm not. She's like, yeah, you are. I was like, I'm not. She's like, I had a dream. I was like, okay, Mystic Meg, the hell? Like, I'm not pregnant. She's like, you are. I'm telling you, you are. Whatever. Couple of days go by. I'm 2 days late on my period. I'm like, ooh. What's going on here? So I took a test. Within seconds, it was a clear blue. Within seconds, it come back positive. Yeah, I was like, oh my days. You know, the 1 to 2 weeks pregnant? So I was like, raw, like, that's mad. So I'm going to put the picture here somewhere. So I took a picture of it and said, streak to my friends. Said to my friends, yeah. And everyone's like, Becky, what the fuck? I'm like, I know. What the fuck? So yeah, then there was like, I went to my friend's house who told me I was pregnant. And I was like, she was like, you need to get more tests. I'm like, cool. So I've left the house to go Dalston to go get some. I've bumped into 2 boys that I've grown up with, yeah. Both of them stressing about their own lives. And I'm like, Jesus, they're like, Bex, like, I don't know what to do. Like, the conversation was going on for time and I couldn't even, like, respond to them properly because, like, I was like a little agony aunt with them. And I'm like, right now, I can't even respond to you lot because I've got so much going on in my head. Like, I might be pregnant. I am pregnant. But I didn't say that to them. So they're like, oh, where are you going? I'll come with you. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Dalston. I need to get makeup. It's the first thing that came to my head. Because I'm like, you lot are not going to want to come with me to come buy makeup. Do you get what I mean? They're like, yeah, we'll come with you. I was thinking, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, no. Anyway, walking through our area. As we were walking towards Dawson, a man in a van and a man in a zip car had a brawl. Like a literal brawl. And it was mad for like 10-15 minutes. Them lot were going at it. They were smashing up each other's cars. I was like, oh my God, I just want to go buy pregnancy tests. And then, yeah, then my mum called me and was like, oh, your dad's come round. So I had to go home anyway to see my dad. And then after that, I left, went to Dawson, retrieved the pregnancy tests, and went back to my friend's house, done 3 of them, and they all come back positive within seconds. So yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. What's your favourite colour? Red or pink? I'm a red babe and a pink babe through and through. I do love a bit of grey. Grey's not a colour. Grey's actually a shade. But yeah, red and pink. Talk to me nice, don't talk to me twice. Did you always see yourself having a baby? Well, yeah and no. I've always wanted to become a mum, but I didn't think I'd become a mum at the age I did, if that makes sense. So I thought I'd become a mum around, say, 30. But I actually got pregnant at 23 and had my baby at 24. So yeah, I thought I was going to be one of them career people that pushed my career first and stuff, which I didn't do. And I didn't travel either, which I thought I was going to do. But life comes at you fast, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Favourite childhood memory? Ooh, what's my favourite childhood memory? Do you know what? If you know, you know. Adventure playground. Loved adventure playground. And pound pizzas. If you know, you know. Pound pizzas, 10 out of 10. Desperate Housewives or My Name is Earl. Sis, why you gotta do this to me? They're 2 of my favourite shows in the whole entire world. Why you gotta do this to me? You know what? Probably My Name is Earl, because I'm watching it again now. Like, currently watching it again. But I love both of them. 5 things you love about yourself. That's a good question. It's a really good question. I love my hair. Do love my hair. Love my teeth. A lot of you don't like my teeth, but I love them. I love my imperfect smile. I love the fact that I'm creative. I'm very creative. I love my music taste. What else do I love? I love the fact that I know what I want in life. I'm very ambitious. Like, I know what I want and I'll do anything to get there. Do you get what I mean? Where did Bexina come from? I'm so glad you asked this question. I am so glad somebody asked this question. Right, so basically, when I was at 13, 14, I used to basically live at my friend's house, yeah? And we used to get very frazzled, if you know what I mean. And I was always like, I'm going to become a DJ. I am going to become a DJ because I've always loved music, but I cannot sing, I cannot rap, I cannot dance, I can't do anything to do with that, so I could become a DJ, you get me? So we were sitting there one time, frazzled, and we was with her neighbour, and I was like, I'm going to become a DJ, bro, like, you're not playing, like, no one's playing with me, I'm going to become a DJ. And he came out with, yes, DJ Bexina Techno. I was like, oh my God. So for years, it just stuck, like, Bexina Techno, and then it just shortened to Bexina. So yeah, that's how Bexina came around, because I was DJ Bexina Techno, you get me? Big up my friend's neighbour for that, you know who you are. Your favourite throwback song, right? I've got loads and they vary from week to week, but at the moment it's Always on Time by Ja Rule and Ashanti. It's going to be different next week, but yeah, at the time. How do you find life as a single mum? So I am a single mum, guys. Do you know what? I'm not gonna like bash my daughter's dad or anything like that. That's crazy. I'm not gonna come online and do that. I don't know much different, so I find it hard, but like same way a single mum would find it hard, a mum who's co-parenting would find it hard, or a mum in a relationship would find it hard. Like, being a mum is hard, but it's also very rewarding. Like, but I don't know any different, so it's not a thing where it's like I'm missing out on things, because I don't know what I'm missing out on. Do you get what I mean? And I can't hold on to the what ifs, because the what ifs ain't gonna happen, and they didn't happen. Do you get what I mean? So it is what it is. Like, I find it fine. I find it, yeah, fine. My school experience. Loved school. I hated it at the time. I look back, I miss it, I loved it. I had an amazing time. I had a ball. I was a menace to society, and I wouldn't change a thing. The only thing I'd change is that I should have, like, I was a bright student, but I never done anything with it, and I didn't care enough, but I should have. That's the only thing I would do, is study more. Other than that, I wouldn't take nothing back. School was a vibe. I loved it. It was hilarious. Can we have a Botox story, like where you went and why you chose there? So I went to Faces by Bay. I've wanted to get Botox for an extremely long time, probably before I was even pregnant, but then obviously you fall pregnant and you can't have anything done like that. But I was always scared to actually get anything injected into my face. After I gave birth, I'm gonna be very transparent, I was extremely insecure about the way I looked, my body, my face, everything. Like, I was ridiculously insecure, and I was looking into like lip filler, Botox, like the most, and I was looking around for a while, and I just couldn't find anyone that I felt like I trusted. And then I came across Faces by Bay on Instagram, and she got recommended to me a lot as well. I was scrolling through her page and I'm like, yes, like, I'm coming to you. And then God must have heard my prayers, and she messaged me and she was like, we'd love to work with you. I was like, yes please, because it's crazy. I was literally just looking at your page, like, thinking you're the person I'm coming to. It all got arranged. I went to her, got the Botox. I got 3 areas. So I got my forehead, my crow's feet, and my like little frown, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Faces by Bay is so lovely. She is one of the nicest people ever. She's so friendly. She makes you feel so welcomed and at ease, like you're not nervous. She explained the procedure perfectly. She explained everything so perfectly, and honestly, I would only ever go to her for anything. Botox didn't hurt. It felt like squeezing a spot at most. Like, it was perfectly fine, pain-free. And to be fair, even if it was painful, she would have helped me through it anyway. Like, she was amazing. So I couldn't recommend Faces by Bay enough. Love you, girl. See, now, why are you doing this to me? You know who you are. You're so annoying. Most embarrassing kid story, most embarrassing teenage story, most embarrassing adult story, and most embarrassing parent story. Most embarrassing kid story. I've got a lot. I was an embarrassing kid. I thought J2O was alcoholic, so when I'd drink it, I'd like pretend that I'm drunk. Give myself the ick. Teenage story. You just had to be there. So basically, if you know Highbury Park, then you remember like the little, the big like climbing frame thing. So it's like apparatus, and then it's like a thing where you could go, and there was a slide and the fireman's pole. It was like one of them things, you know, that you have in like playgrounds, but you could sit in there. So when I was like 14, me and my friends were like chilling in there. There was like literally about 15 of us. It was massive, yeah. And obviously there's like a slide bit, and then there's like the apparatus bit, then there's like a wall, and then there's like where the fireman's pole is. I was standing next to the fireman's pole, and we were all talking and bantering, whatever, and I must have just stepped back. Why did I step back, man? Why did I step back? I literally stepped back and just dropped. It was at 10 foot as well, like it was a big drop, and I just dropped, and I dropped hard. I dropped real hard, yeah, and all my friends just peeped over. I just remember looking up here, and all my friends like, you good? I'm like, yeah, and then everyone started laughing. That was very embarrassing, but it was actually funny. Adult story. Have you seen my life? I'm foolproof. Embarrassing adult. Do you get it? Parent story. I don't have like an embarrassing parent story, but the most embarrassing thing I've done as a parent was when I was pregnant. And I thought my waters broke at 35 weeks. And I went to the hospital, and I was there for hours, and they told me, baby, peed yourself. You just didn't know you had to go to the toilet. I said, cute, get me out of here. Get me out. It's embarrassing. Overrated song, underrated song. Right, I'm gonna, that's hard. Let me just pick an album that's popping. Central C's album. I'm gonna use Central C's album because I've listened to the whole thing and it's popping at the moment. The most overrated song on that album, everyone's gonna be so shocked when I say this because I stan Lil Durk, but the one with Lil Durk, I don't know the name of it. It's extremely overrated. It is not that good. It's literally only popping because Lil Durk's a feature on it. If Lil Durk wasn't a feature, it wouldn't be popping. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like the most underrated song on that album is the one with Dave. That song, 10 out of 10. What inspired your baby's name? Do you know what? I don't know what inspired my baby's name, to be honest. I always liked the name Myla, but Myla just didn't feel right. And as somebody I knew from my area at the same, like around the same time, called their daughter Myla, I was just like, that's a bit weird. I'm not going to do that. Her name was actually originally meant to be Romany. That was the name I had from when I was a kid. Like, I've always wanted to call my daughter Romany. But when I found out she was actually a girl, I was like, it just doesn't feel right. We was digging through names, just having a little look. And then, yeah, we just landed on Mila and it just stuck. It felt right. Do you get what I mean? Where's Wally? Sis, you know who you are? I don't know where he is. You find Wally. What's your favourite song? That's a hard question to ask someone like me, you know. I've got loads of favourite songs. I've got untold favourite songs. The first one that comes to mind is So Many Times. That song has been my favourite song for years and years and years and years. And then it come popping on TikTok and I was like, why are you gonna ruin it for me? But it's still my favourite song. So many times I'm watching you. I love it. Oh, my hair's in my face, man. Get out my face. What would be your death row meal? McDonald's, you know. Because you can't go wrong in it. 9 chicken nugget meal. A Coke. Some mozzarella bites. Something like that in it. It's a good question. Because I love food. What did you rate your school experience? Out of 10, a solid 7. Solid 8, probably, actually. I had fun. Do you speak to anyone from school? Yes, I do. I still speak to a few people from school. My 2 best friends from school are still my best friends now. How many years is that? Jesus Christ. I started school 15 years ago. This year, 15 years ago. If you could move anywhere right now in the world, where would it be? Australia. Or America. I'm telling you, I'd never look back. I would never, ever, ever look back. I'd be gone. Is there a hobby you wish you got into? Yeah, I've always wished I played the piano. I'd have loved to have played the piano. I'd have been amazing at it. You know what I mean? If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Girl, I don't know. Pasta. I'd eat pasta. I love pasta. I adore pasta. And plus you could do so many things with pasta. Do you get what I mean? Pasta. I'd eat pasta. If you could only listen to one artist for the rest of your life, who would it be? Oh my God, you're hitting me with these ones, aren't you? Do you know what? Probably Drake. I love Drake. I've always been a Drake fan. I know Kendrick ruined him. I know. But we can't say that Drake doesn't have an amazing discography. Don't lie to yourself. Who are your favourite TikTokers? Ooh. Truly Precious and Izzy Oakley are definitely up there. Love them. Leo Skeppy, love you. There's a few, but them 3 are the first 3 that come to my head. I love them. Would you ever start YouTube? Hi. Was you at MUA and a lash tech? I was an MUA. I studied makeup at LCBT in Oxford Street. Got my little diploma and stuff. Loved it. And I was an MUA, but do you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I prefer doing my own makeup than doing other people's. I loved it, but I just preferred doing mine. You know what I mean? And plus building a kit was so expensive and I was working a lot of jobs at the time. I just couldn't really keep up with it. But yes, I was an MUA. And I'm still a lash tech. I'm just taking a break at the moment because a soft play gave me a weird rash on my hand. I'll be back. And I'll be back with some new skills as well. You're not ready for me. You're not ready. If you could have grown up anywhere else, where would it be? LA. And if it was in England, Manny. I would have been a Manny girl. Favourite film? Bring It On. That's my favourite film ever. I'm sexy. I'm cute. I'm popular. Don't ever piss me off. I love that film. Your top 5 places to go and eat. So I do love a Nando's because you can't go wrong, and I do love a Mackie D's. You can't go wrong. Any Turkish restaurant on Green Lanes, realistically, 10 out of 10. I love a Turkish. I'd say Turkish restaurants in North London. Mem and Laz is Mediterranean. It's in Islington. And probably somewhere that sells a nice pub roast. Do love a pub roast. Who's your favourite UK rapper? I've got 3. I've got Potter. I've got Nines. And I've got Squeaks. I've got 4. And I've got Mover. Potter and Nines, 10 out of 10. I love them. What's been the hardest thing about being a mother? Ooh. The hardest thing about being a mother is genuinely watching them grow up. It's scary. I felt like I gave birth yesterday. My daughter's 2 in a couple months. What? She's starting to speak. She walks, she talks, she does the most. She's got her own character. She's her own person. She's grown into her own person now. And it's honestly scary. What's been the best thing about being a mother? A lot of things. I can't just pinpoint one. There's a lot of things that are amazing about being a mum. You know what? It's just rewarding. It's so rewarding. And knowing that you're their safe space and you would do anything for them is just it's heart melting, I'm not gonna lie. What's one thing nobody really knows about you but you'd like people to know? One thing that no one knows about me, that's a really good question. My friends already know this and my family already know this, but you guys don't. I'm actually a very emotional person. I never thought I'd actually say this online, but I'm extremely emotional. Like, I'm very emotional, and I feel like people think that I don't have feelings, think I'm very robotic and that I don't care because I give off this I don't give a F attitude. Do you get what I mean? When in reality, like, I care, and I will overthink it for months. Like, emotional in a sense of getting upset and crying. I'm emotional as in angry. And I'm happy, I'm over happy. Do you believe once a cheat, always a cheat? Yeah, I do. I do. I don't care. A leopard can't change its spots. What's the key to getting big on any platform? I don't have a clue, sis. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't class myself as big on TikTok. Like, I've not got a major following like a lot of people do, but I do have a very loyal following, and I respect and love you guys for that. I don't know how I got 70,000 followers. I don't know how I done it, but I think it was just because that I'm authentic, you know, like, I do my own thing. I don't follow what everyone else is doing, unless it's like, you know, them trending videos where it's like a trending sound and we're all doing slightly the same thing. But other than that, like, my content is my content. I don't like want to be like anyone else. Any other baby names you had for Mila? Yes, I had Romany, I had Mila, I liked Millie, but not Millie or Milly. I liked Milli, as in like a Millie. That's quite bad actually when you say it. I liked Chanel as well. Dream car. I want a big bad boy car. A big bad boy car with red interior. And I want it black with tints. So any car that looks like that comes into your mind. Ooh, least favourite food. Probably tomatoes and mushrooms. Don't even chat to me about tomatoes and mushrooms. I'm dead serious. If you was an animal, what would you be? I'd be a sloth. Because they like to sleep and eat. And that's exactly what I like to do. Sleep and eat. One beauty product you couldn't live without. My lip liner. I love my lip liner. I love it. I love it. I do. Any advice on how to stop thinking about a loser who broke my heart? Bun them. Bun them. He's a loser. You said it yourself. He's a loser. Tell him to go away. What's the most shocking thing about motherhood to you? How lonely it is. And I say that in a sense of, I know it takes a village. And I do have an amazing support network around me. I have amazing friends, amazing family. But it's very lonely. Like, mentally. Like, you're in your own head a lot. That's really shocking. I never thought it would be like that. Could you see yourself having another baby? Oh, 100%. I definitely want to have more children in the future. When is a good question. Not now. I need to focus on my career right now. I've got a few different paths I'm going down, and I'm going down all of them. So yeah, but in the future, 100%, I want at least 2 more. How did you come up with your daughter's name? She is beautiful, by the way. Thank you. Like I said earlier, it just felt right. Like, it's like Mila, and I was like, ooh, Mila. Don't really know many Milas. I know obviously the celebrity Mila Kunis. How are you finding motherhood? I love it. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's really hard, but it's also really easy at the same time. It's a very weird mixture of emotions. Like, it's hard, but it's also easy, but it's really stressful, but it's also very calming. It's a lot. It's a lot. How is Mila like in nursery? Mila loves nursery. Her nursery is amazing. I'm obviously not going to say it online, but 10 out of 10 would 100% recommend them. Not got a bad thing to say about any of the nursery workers or the nursery itself. It's amazing. She seems to love it. She loves them. She loves going. So yeah. And a lot of people may think that like, I put her in a little bit early. She was like 15 months when I put her in, but I think that's the best thing I've done for her, because she gets to like be around children her own age, and she's developing so well. Like, she's doing so well there. How are you balancing working and Mila nursery, to be fair? Obviously, I'm not working at the moment because of this weird thing on my hand. It's actually bothering me. I'm not going to show it on camera. It's disgusting. But yeah, it's hard, but you got to do what you got to do, man. What did you crave when you was pregnant? Can you believe I craved Lucozade? I can't even look at a Lucozade now, you know. Like, I actually can't even look at it. And I also craved tomatoes with salt. I never actually ate them because I don't like them. But I really wanted a salty tomato. Weirdo, innit? What's your favourite clothing brand? Ooh, what is my favourite clothing brand? Do you know what? I love market stall clothes. I love like Instagram boutiques. I love that type of stuff. So yeah, that's where a lot of my clothes are from. Where do you shop for Mila? I shop in H&M, Asda, Tesco's, Zara. Yeah, Primark, Matalan. Matalan's got a lot of hidden gems. My lip combo. I use Coca by NYX or NYX Cosmetics, whatever you'd like to call it. Creme Brulee lip gloss, also by NYX. What scares you about Brum? That place scares me. Do you know what? Brum doesn't actually scare me as a place, but Brum is a complete different world to London. Like, it is a complete different world. Like, when you get off that train or you get out of that car, the air is different. It's different. I loved that I had like a little experience down there, because do you know what? Brum is actually really nice. And I know a lot of people from Birmingham might watch this and be like, what are you talking about? I think I enjoyed it down there because like, I'm not home. It's different to me. The same way if you came to London and you're like, oh my God, I love it here. I'm like, ew, why do you like it here? But it's terrifying at night. It's scary down there. They do not play. They do not play. Do you know what scares me about Brum? Crossing the road. Crossing the road scares me about Brum. In London, I cross the road wherever I want to cross the road. I'm not going to lie, it's terrible. Not when I've got the buggy, when I'm by myself. It's a bad habit, I know. In Brum, I am waiting for that green man. And even then, I'm sprinting across the road because they don't care. Not even the cabmen care. What do you like most about Brum? The thing I like most about Birmingham is that it's very spacious. Like, a lot of, to me anyway, like, everything's in a different part. Does that make sense? Whereas in London, everything's just on top of each other. I also love my friends that I've got down there. Love you guys. I love the fact that it's just different from home. But it's got a very homely feel, and everyone is so kind down there. Well, they are to me anyway. I like that people are friendly. How did you feel when you found out you were pregnant? I was scared, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. I was actually very scared. Like, it's a scary process. And especially when you don't know what you're doing and you don't know where you stand. And it was a lot. But do you know what? I'll do it all over again. How many children do you want? I want like 3 or 4. I want a huge family. Like, I want a family. Did you ever see yourself being an influencer when you were young? I don't class myself as an influencer because I don't feel like I'm there, if you get what I mean. Like, there's a lot of influencers that have like hundreds of thousands of followers, maybe even millions of followers, and they do their thing. Like, they do their thing. There's no lacking, and I respect them for that. But I'm just not on that level yet, so I didn't see myself being an influencer. I don't class myself as an influencer either, but I'd say I create content. I'm a content creator. And no, I didn't see myself being a content creator either, but do you know what? That kind of just fell into the plan by accident, and I'm glad it did, to be honest. What would you have named Mila if she was a boy? Oh, I probably would have called her after my brother and my uncle. My brother and my uncle both have the same name, so I probably would have called her that name if she was a boy. Or I also loved Sonny, like S-O-N-N-Y. I love that name. Have you had a nice morning? Yes, I have. And that was the last question, guys. Thank you. If you've watched all this far, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please like, do all of that stuff, like, please. Because if this flops, I'm disappearing off the face of the earth. I don't care. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna like feel out the YouTube scene. I'm gonna like see if I enjoy it. I'm never gonna stop doing TikToks, but with the YouTube, I think I'm just really nervous at the moment, but I'm gonna give it a couple months, feel it out, see what I'm saying. I've got a camera as well. I just don't know where it is. It's under my bed. I've had it for ages. So when I find that and figure out how to use that, I'll be doing it on my camera because I'm currently using my phone. That was very intense, wasn't it? I'm going to bring my Get Ready With Me's over to YouTube. I'm also going to post them on TikTok as well. I don't know. I'm just going to like, tell me what you guys want. Like, please comment on my TikToks or DM me on Instagram or do whatever you want to do. Like, just tell me what you guys want to see from me. That's obviously because these videos are longer. They're more exciting. So we could do more things. I want to do way more. So yeah, this is a new little leap for me. And I'm scared. But thank you guys so much for watching. I have all my socials. I'm going to put them all here. Wait. Here. Love you guys.